Hello, my name is Cassie Davis, and I am currently in the Music Production Bachelor of Science degree program at Full Sail University. Today, November 15, 2014, I will be discussing an interview about art and the industry. The interview has already been conducted, so I will just be reading off the answers. The interviewee in question is Doran Reeses, an interactive audio instructor at Full Sail University and a professional audio designer. I have asked Doran 5 questions, and I will read them off one by one. Question 1. What do you see as the role of the visual arts in society today, particularly in your profession? Visual art and all art is about perception and perspective, and nudging your audience/consumers towards your perspective and your product. Marketing or brand development is distilled art that is simplified while also concentrated. With just one image, a brand can either attract or repel a potential customer. In marketing, it is my belief that consumers serve to enhance, support, and complete other forms of messaging, written, auditory, etc. It is an integral part to telling the story of a brand. It is widely accepted, and I would agree, that more people today recognize Disney's Mickey Mouse Ears logo or the Apple logo than they would a painting of the any great masters. When working with brands on effective visual communication, the goal is to simply persuade the consumer that your product/message corresponds with their perception and or perspective. When this is done well, the brand persuades the consumer to align themselves with the brand by purchasing the products and promoting the brand's message. Question number 2. New communications and media technologies make imagery almost instantly available. Do you believe that this is having a positive or negative influence on your field/industry? Yes. Imagery in all media is instantly available and easier to produce as well. This is both positive and negative, but more importantly, it is the reality of the age we live in. While the financial value may be hindered by the mass availability of visual art, accessibility and the ability to elaborate is at an all-time high, and the financial barriers of entry into the viewing and creating of visual arts continues to be lowered every day. New media technology is not inherently positive or negative. Like with art, it is about all perspective, perception, and not getting stuck in an old paradigm. The days of the 30-second television ad or the magazine print ad being the king of all advertising are over. Now the visual messaging should enable and enhance two-way communication between the consumer and the brand. Visual art is one integral part to the overall system or dialogue advertisers want to create with their consumers. Question number 3. What popular images do you see that are frequently repeated throughout your industry? Women, parody, comedy, or sex, or both? Who is one of your favorite visual artists, and or what is your favorite style of visual art? The work of William Blake has always been personally inspiring to me. He was a poet, artist, and printing technician. By using both words and images, he was able to transcend his works beyond strict categorization, and the meaning of his works beyond their initially perceived meaning. For instance, when words were not enough, he would switch to imagery to complete his message. For me, this shows that our creative limitations are only self-imposed, and today, more than ever, we can really use technology to push the boundaries and definition of art even further than ever before. How has your knowledge of famous artworks influenced your creative process? Studying visual masterpieces, film, painting, photography, provides a palette of former creative works that you can draw upon when designing your own work. The more you know about what is effective in art, to you and to all people, the more you inherently can align your vision with what people find enjoyable. The goal is not to imitate the great artists, but to understand what techniques the great artists used and why they were effective. People love repetition and familiarity. If you use certain stylistic techniques or images in your work that allude to identifiable artistic masterpieces, people will usually believe that they like the image, even if it is only because they're comfortable with certain aspects of it. Thank you for watching my podcast. I hope it was interesting and informational.